Welcome, everybody, back to my Let's Read Homestuck series. My name is Brodemus. Why do you not do this anymore, Streamlabs? Tell me, why do you do this to me? I'm just going to go ahead and retweet with comment here. Going live! Retweet that. Okay, that's retweeted. Good enough. Good enough for me. Hi, how y'all doing? Doing okay? Hope you're doing alright. So anyway, let's get right into it. Because there's no reason not to. Anyway, so we're starting on page 3936. We're past 4,000 today. And I'm excited about that. So anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Oh, wonderful. Another interruption. It seems she's acting out again. Sorting these clippings will have to wait while I settle her down. I apologize profusely. Please continue to help yourself to the serviceable arrow command in my absence. As a first-class host, I keep a healthy supply on hand at all times. So yeah, we're going through these little fucking, what are these? Postcards! Is the word I was looking for. So let's go into this. Show serious business. Fedora freak. I swallowed wrong. I just got done eating. I swallowed wrong, so my throat's still like, Eureka! Stand by for clarification, re enthusiastic outbursts. Yes, it is as hoped for beyond... It is as hoped for beyond hope. Unusual devices may be used to duplicate fresh, perfectly pressed garments, inexhaustibly, as far as I know. Reconstructing complete professional ensemble now. Hold. Pleased to report restoration of dapper visage, an overwhelming success. Alas, devices appear to hold no such promise for departed family members. Misplaced handheld steam press. Update on device utility. Combinative apparel synthesis presents intriguing possibilities, now combining expensive leather pipe tobacco sleeve with handsome gray fedora. To document results shortly. Riddled in hat with outlandish and frivolous appearance. Do not care for. Shall discard immediately. Combination of pant, fine cotton shirt, even more disappointing. Yielded useless, excessively tall pant, relieving from wardrobe at once. Made unwelcome determination. Production requires expense of glittering abstractions called grist. Such jewels remaining in cache, libation in reserve at premium. Consumed final swallow of carefully rationed urine. Soon to seek water elsewhere in exotic new surroundings. More importantly, to seek grist facilitating continued accessorizing. Note to self, use spoils to make more hats. Preparing for expedition to reap gems for mischievous local fauna. Crafted sturdy bludgeoning instrument out of uprooted mailbox. Tall pant, perhaps adaptable as defensive garment. Pardon while donning tall pant. Donned tall pant. Confidence in martial prowess perplexingly swells. Venturing out, powering down gray, serviceable handheld computing device to preserve battery. Additional updates to be submitted in a frank and forthright manner for judicious appraisal within a reasonable time frame. TIA for patience. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, excuse me. Turning on handheld device for brief report. Severe injury. Tall pant. Hey, Rice, how you doing? Tall pant. Severe injury sustained in skirmish with undersized, abortive rascal. Tall pant unremarkable in protective utility. Damaged. Badly bloodied. No indication of laundering facilities throughout Enchanted Land whatsoever. Losing fluid rapidly. Maintaining adequate hydration levels more important than ever. Libations unfortunately not forthcoming. Rest needed. Seeking surface suitable for assuming reclined posture. Strength depleting. Tie loosened. Removed. Rolled up neatly and tucked beneath hat. Minimal stamina left for disrobing sodden tall pant, leaving on. Encountered rest surface. Horizontal stone slab exhibiting unidentified iconography. A tall post at each corner. Mysteriously inviting. Mounting slab. Exhaustion taking hold. Excuse me, sir. At pipe fan 413. Friend. At pipe fan 413. Sound of voice nearly refreshing enough to distract from perpetual taste of warm, poorly filtered urine. Oh my, no, I am not actually your friend, dear. I am his mother. Another of Pipe Fan 413's legendary pranks? Please clarify. If yes, prepared to regard as hilarious. Where that it was. I'm sorry to say there is no chicanery in play at all today. Though, yes, that would be quite the doozy. I believe the late great colonel would surely say we were cooking with petrol upon hearing such a whopper. No, I am just an old woman looking for her son. Understood, madam. You remind me of him so. Would you mind terribly if I talked to you for a little while? I am fearing the worst for my son. While my grandson has gone off to do great things, I've caught myself feeling a bit lonely. Can't imagine no greater pleasure, though eyelids heavy. Getting dark, feeling in extremities, fading. Oh, but you must be exhausted from your travels, you poor thing. Why don't you just lie there and rest? I will tell you a story. Pipefan 413's kindly mother. Thank you. It is a fairy tale about a young sister and brother who were raised by a wicked witch. Oh, this gets sad. The witch, in truth, was a world-famous baking baroness. Her cruelty made life miserable for the two children who did not have their father anymore to protect them. He was the greatest prankster who ever lived, and a true southern gentleman. He was killed by a comet on the day the boy was born, and the wicked baroness raised them alone, with a hand as firm as that which she ran her brutal baking empire. The children pledged to each other that one day they would run away together. They followed in the footsteps of the dear colonel, in defiance of the old batter witch. They studied his every jape and practiced them in secret. But as they grew older, their interests drifted apart. The boy developed a passion for adventure and put aside his study of practical jokes. He dreamed of wealth and fame and fortune on the grand line and discovery, and swore he would wander the world. One day he decided to run away with the loyal dog he inherited from their father. He asked the girl if she would come along, but she was too scared of the retribution that might follow. The boy scoffed at the danger and assured his sister there was nothing to worry about, but he had not seen firsthand what the Baroness was capable of. He told his sister that he believed in her and that she could handle whatever the witch could throw at her, and with that he was off, and she would never see him again. The Baroness would raise her very strictly, mentoring her in the art of baking. The girl took to the lessons with fierce determination. Her only act of defiance left was to one day surpass the Baroness in skill and beat her at her own game. It was all she could do, for the Baroness made sure she knew there could be no escape. The girl surely missed her brother, and soon enough he achieved fame for his exploits. She followed him in the newspapers, and tales of his remarkable discoveries, inventions, and riches. How she wished she could rejoin him and be free from toiling for the pastry hag. Nana backstory? Yeah. Pastry hag, where is it? One day the girl was able to gather enough bravery to mention her brother to the Baroness, and her desire to see him again. With contempt, she guaranteed that this could never happen. When the girl asked why, that is when the Baroness began to reveal to her more than just her baking secrets. She mentioned that, like in many fairy tales, there was more to the children's past than they knew. The Colonel was not their father, nor was the Baroness their mother. They in fact had no father or mother at all, nor were they ever actually born. They had both fallen from the sky. They were not actually brother and sister, as they had been told either. Again, like in many fairy tales, the truth was that they were always destined to become married one day. They were to have 2 children, a son and a daughter, and these children were meant to save the world. But the Batter Witch was determined to make sure this destiny would never be realized. In her limitless cruelty, she would do all in her power to keep them apart for the rest of their lives. The girl that day swore she would bring down the Baroness and her evil empire. She would use the many secrets she'd learned over the years against her, and began carefully plotting her downfall. Years went by. The girl was nearly ready to put her plan into action. But then, just like that, the Baroness disappeared. She was never seen or heard from again. The girl was finally free by a strange turn of events, but not without a final jab from the witch. It turned out that in her will she had left the entire company to the boy. The boy, now a grown man, was already very wealthy in his own right. He had no particular need for the baking empire, but assumed control nonetheless, and integrated the company into his extensive collection of enterprises. The girl, instead of seeing this as more misfortune, took the news as a relief. She'd just as soon have nothing to do with the witch's empire, and far preferred to pursue her original passion for practical japery. Yeah, we're at the Nana backstory, Serena. How you doing today? Where the fuck was I? Practical japery. She considered a reunion with her estranged brother and once destined husband-to-be, but the days of longing for a future with him seemed to be from another lifetime. The chance had come and gone. She was content to live with him, to let him live his increasingly elaborate life while she sought a simpler one. Besides, now was not the time to revisit a destiny with an old star-crossed lover. She had recently become betrothed to a fine, upstanding gentleman. Soon she would start a family. No, not one meant for heroism as foretold, but one that would make her happy nonetheless. In following years, she was left to ponder all that might have been. What might have been if there had been no Baroness to keep the girl and boy apart? What might have been if the Baroness had not disappeared and she had the opportunity to use her secrets against her? For you see, the girl had uncovered so many dirty secrets about the terrible Batter Witch, including the most troubling one of all. Of course, no one would have believed her, but she knew. She knew the Baroness was not human. Fedora Freak's gray, serviceable handheld computing device's battery has died. Oh. College is tiring. Oh, yeah. Upon a Fedora Freak's identity. Fuck. Wasn't it one of Hussie's friends? Like, that was the joke or something? I don't remember now. Oh, wonderful, another interruption. So there was Nana. Let's go to Rose and Dave. I am piloting the moon through the furthest ring right now. At the moment, it's passing through a dream bubble. I am visiting your dream in person. Or you're the one visiting me as I travel in your sleep, if you'd rather look at it that way. Okay, so all those questions you'd ask me, getting me to remember, you were just stalling, weren't you? Stalling me, weren't you? So I wouldn't wake up and try to stop you. Not entirely. This sucks. Could you just please turn the thing around and come back? Why? I'm already out here. Might as well go through with it. We agreed I'd do it, though. Or at least you pretended to agree. Just before going into a major league wind-up with your nap yarn. A major league wind-up? Sports. It's always been pretty sad that I seem to know more about sports than you, which is really saying something. All I'm saying is, no one likes a basketball hog. It's probably just ball hog. I just think you should know that in the athletic arena of competitive achievement, it's a widely known fact that cherry-picking posers get showered in nothing but booze. You don't gank the rock and steal the big man's thunder and his raucous drive to the hole. Oh, Lord. Is it the sort of ignominy you want? See, you didn't consider sports. You never considered... you didn't consider sports. You never considered the sports. The last thing I want to do is come between a big man's thunder and any particular hole he might prize. And yet... Such has been what's happening. Such has been what's happened. It like the tight end was going long down the yard in sudden death. It's me. I'm the tight end. And the quarterback sniped the field goal just before the NFL buzzer went off. The greedy QB is you. That's not even close to being a thing in football. But instead of winning the gold sports prize, you just fucking die. Nobody cares and it didn't mean anything. Which prize is that? The football prize. You mean the most vaunted accolade associated with the gridiron, known as Stanley's Cup? No, come on. It's called the Bruce Bombardi Trophy or something. For best pile squad. I'll take your word for it. And even though you're dead, all these fat millionaires in helmets just leap on your corpse anyway and pile up, and I mean way up. How high do they even have to be? The sport pile doesn't stop from getting taller. Does the officiator have a means of measurement on hand? I wouldn't want to be crushed by a non-regulation sport pile. What do you care? You'll be dead like the mission-thieving poser you are. Poser? So not cool. Yes, poser. It should be my torso getting pulverized by the avalanche of overpaid beefcakes, and you know it. I forget what we were doing exactly. Were we pursuing the hackneyed debate over who has the best claim to self-sacrifice, or seeing who can out-dumbass the other with obtuse sports lingo? There obviously stopped being a difference between those things. The question is offensive. Almost as offensive as you stalling me while you peel out of here in your dumb moon. I'm the one stalling. The moon's probably just a speck in your sky now, dude. Your strange beefcake harangue. Yeah, but I don't know how to wake back up is the thing. How do I wake back up? I guess I could wake you back up if you really want. Oh, that might be a good thumbnail. That might be a good thumbnail. Okay, then do it. But you have to promise to stay put. Don't try to stop me. Just let it go. But this was my mission. It really makes no sense for you to go. This was never your preoccupation. They selected me a long time ago. That doesn't make sense. Why would they drag me into it just to have me make a map and then you ditch me? They've obviously been gunning for me too. Yes, they've helped you chart a path through the ring, and they will open that path for a pilot they have marked. I believe I fit the description. I'm not sure about you. Why do you think that? I am the pilot. That's all there is to say on the matter. But I don't want you to die. Help John and Jade. This isn't right. Then I'm not going to help you wake up. I'll stall some more. So you admit you were stalling with all that bullshit? I said not entirely. What do you mean? It's going to be a long ride through all the nothingness. Maybe I just thought some company would be nice. Before it's all over. So what'll it be? What? I'll wake you, but only if you promise to rejoin the others. Could you give a message to John for me? Sure. But if I'm promising not to chase you down, then there's not really any hurry to wake up. Oh, are you sure? I was looking forward to bowling another wicked googly with the yarn. Sports ways. Nah, I'll stay asleep a while. Okay. What did you want me to tell John? What was that? What? Did you hear something? No, what? I thought I heard something outside. The big sad. Who's this douchebag? Douchebag? I mean bag. I'm stuttering. This dude is making me nervous. You don't remember him? No. Then I guess this isn't a memory. So he's actually here with us on the moon. Not with us, just me. You're still in dirt, remember? Daylight savings was a thing. Fair enough. How you doing, Linda? Oh, well, shit. That's a bummer. Watch his face just slowly creep up. Oh, surviving. Feel that. Oh, you can make it, Dave. You can make it there. Is this not a flash? What the hell's going on? Show me the flash. Allow flash. Wasn't that not a flash? What the fuck just happened? It's crisper. Are we all mostly? Yeah. The paranoia set in deep. I spend weekends at home. Nice and chill, having to move around so I can finally catch the stream. Feel like that, and it just, yeah. Yeah, I still gotta go to fucking work, though, on Monday. Animations without sound. Yeah, I know. I've been finding that. Been reminded of that. And it's always so weird. I keep expecting their sound, and there isn't. It do be like that. It do be like that. It is what it do, though. Oh, that's right. Liv Tyler's chasing down fucking CD. What the fuck? Friendly enemies are here. Ring is still missing, though. Wait, this thing is gone, too. So dumb. Actual mission. Dead. Wag. A lot of barking, a lot of woofing. No, the war weary. Huge relief. Notice. Oh, fuck. That legit took me by surprise. No memory of that. All right, let's do Dave Sprite and Jade Sprite. Also, a good thumbnail option. I don't remember that now. I don't remember a lot of things, Serena. It's kind of just a mutual confusion right now. I busted into his palace to finish the quest. I was expecting him to be asleep and I was gonna figure out some way to wake him up. But like last time I saw him, he was already awake to greet me.
But I thought the denizens were supposed to be asleep, at least until you do the right things on your quest.
They are. As sprites, we're programmed to know things like that about the game. But I guess, not everything. It seems like if you try to go fight them too soon, you find them awake and they're like, what the fuck? Or what the fuck are you doing here already? Which is what happened last time I saw him, before I became a sprite. And I stupidly tried to fight him, which was a bad idea because he's hella strong. And the whole time he was raving about shit, about a stolen sword and missing forge, but I wasn't really listening. If I had, I might have understood. He wasn't actually trying to kill me, he was giving me the choice.
What choice?
Wait, I mean, the choice. I always forget I can talk underline for important shit.
What did you choose?
I guess I made an unwitting choice by deciding to flee. I figured he was unbeatable, so I decided to get the fuck out of there. So I snapped a quick capture to get his huge hammer's code and then get the fuck out.
What happened when you saw him this time?
Like I said, he was awake again. But this time I wasn't in any condition to fight, so I didn't. That's what I didn't get. He's a terrible, angry, monstrous guy, but there's no need to fight him. So he looked me up and down all hard, saw the broken sword, and like before, gave me the choice.
You mean choice? Oops.
Yeah.
So it was the same choice?
No. Jade entering, guess there's like a whole act between. Yeah, there's a whole fucking mess of shit in between. It was different. I think it must be always different, depending on the circumstances. I don't know what the choice is when you face him the way you're supposed to, but I'm showing up as this bleeding bird sprite holding his broken swords. That's pretty odd situation.
Then what did he make you decide?
He's either got his sword and it's busted and you can tell he's pissed. But like before, it's like restrained anger. Like he's always about to just fucking flip, but still keeps it together. So he can tell me he can repair it and make the derringer with the forge lit. He says he can repair anything, but only one thing. And I had to choose. So I said, okay, fix the sword.
As opposed to what?
Doesn't matter really. I just thought making the sword felt like the right thing.
Oh.
So I gave him the sword. But it still wasn't all that simple. He needed lava from the forge to make it, which means a kid and I had to be awake. Our denizens had to save some kind of have some kind of truce to make it happen. See what I mean about being complicated?
Yeah.
So Jade must have done something right to wake her up and get the forge going. Don't know what she did though.
Probably something amazing. She's still working so hard to help everyone. I guess I used to be that way, but I've completely forgotten how.
Are you sure? A shitty skateboard falls into this. I know, I fucking love it. It's just slowly falling. I'm like half tempted to add like just unbelievably shitty like the JPEG things to my D&D game. Just magic items that are just garbage.
What's happening?
Reckoning. It's getting close to the end. More meters are getting by the portals. The battlefield will probably be wiped out soon.
Can we do something to stop it?
Will there be a point?
I don't know. I like it here, though. I felt like I was drawn to come here when I wasn't sure where to go.
Yeah, me too.
Meteors and all the fire. Reminds me when I died. I was trying to wake John up. I was scared then, too, but I didn't let the fear stop me from trying to save him.
What would you want to do if you weren't scared?
I have no idea. I guess try to help. What is there to do?
Well, I was going to bring the sword to Dave.
Oh no, does that mean you're going to leave?
No, I was going to stay. I'm not in any shape for more adventuring. I figured this is probably my last stop. But maybe this is a way you can help.
You mean that I should give him the sword?
If you want.
But I don't want to leave you here either.
Maybe you don't have to actually go anywhere. You gotta have a lot of special powers, remember? Because of ascending to doghood?
Oh yeah!
Try doing your spacey thing. I mean, not to sound condescending or anything, but it's got to be like borderline omnipotence, pretty much. Just put your mind to it.
Alright, I'll try.
Oh, I like vaguely remember this, and it just hits me right in the chest now. There it goes. All right, let's do John and Vriska, because let's just keep the sad train rolling.
I remember now. I was tricked by a troll into flying up to the last gate using this rocket pack. She said I could take a shortcut and go kill my denizen while he was sleeping. It did not quite work out that way. This sounds like Terezi's handiwork. I don't know, she didn't tell me her name. She was a blind troll. She made this incredibly shitty map for me to follow. Yep, that's her. I guess she got to both of us then. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the fucking banners, they're up there. They're so good.
She tricked you too?
Yes.
Well, not tricked so much as made a pointless coin flip and stabbed me in the back. Wow, that's pretty cold-blooded.
Oh, sure, she was easily the most underhanded and villainous member of our group. But I did let my guard down, and even when she stabbed me, I sure didn't think I was going to die.
Why not?
It turns out immortality isn't all it's cracked up to be. Let's leave it at that.
So I guess you never got around to giving me immortality, like you said? Or killing me, for that matter? Sounds like the blind troll beat you to it.
No, I did, but this will be hard to explain to you.
Explain what?
Skip those or not notice them while reading. I accidentally forget they're there and don't notice them because I'm an idiot. Who the fuck is telling people to skip the trolls? Because that was not a thing back in the day. Everyone said, like, skip to the trolls. Skip everything else. Which was, like, the worst thing.
No, it sounds like you beat the blind. Sounds like the blind troll beat you to it. No, I did, but it'll be hard to explain to you. Explain what? I guess in her own sick way, she actually set us up on this date together. Maybe I should thank her whenever she falls asleep or dies, God forbid. So now it is a date? I don't know. I said it wouldn't be unless you remembered, and now you remember, but you still don't remember me, do you? Nope. Yeah, thought so. This version of you died before I started messing with you, now that I expect you to understand what that means. No, I get that. If I had decided not to take the shortcut, I would have lived, and then you would have talked to me a lot? Yes, that's right. I guess I should have learned to give you more credit by now. Well, I might not have figured that out, if not for some things that just happened. I still can't believe I'm meeting a version of you that doesn't remember a thing about me. None of my great exploits or any of the ways I helped you. Only that one stupid time I taunted you. It's a vaguely frustrating feeling. Sorry. Not sure what to tell you. So you remember literally nothing I told you about myself. Not even the, compromising stuff? Well, you did just show me around your planet, which was really cool. There's compromising stuff? Your species would think so, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I guess not. But who says we can't get to know each other again? You wouldn't find that boring? No way! Not if you wouldn't. You said the name of the blind troll who killed us, but you have not told me yours yet. I haven't? No. It's Vriska. Nice to meet you, Vriska. I'm John. Even though you know that. Yes. So now what do we do? Aside from be dead for probably ever. Man, I don't know. Maybe you could tell me about how you died? What were the things that just happened you were talking about?
Pachoo and pashoos.
Well, like I said, I flew up to the last gate like this. Oh, nice boots.
Oh, man.
It brought me inside the palace. It was huge, and it took a long time to explore. It was eerily empty, too. I had that weird feeling of getting to a place in a video game where you're not supposed to be at because you don't have the right power-ups and such. You know what I mean? Not really. I'm used to taking shortcuts whenever I play games. Oh, okay. So, I started getting crazy nervous the longer I was down here, and I started to wonder if my silly iron pogo hammer would even do any damage to the monster. What? Against a denizen? Of course that piece of shit isn't going to do anything. If I were you, I'd have chucked it into the forge. Excuse me, it is called the Wrinkle Fucker, and it is totally amazing. It might be alright if you combined it with something awesome, like some cool dice, for instance. That's so absurd, like anything like that would ever even happen.
Oh, hey, here's sound. Love and hate him. Is that it? Just that one sound? Okay.
What's this? I found it very deep in the palace dungeon. I was wandering for hours, following a horrible sound through the pipe. Oh, that's one. Gotcha. I could tell Typhus was really close because it was...
Sorry, I went to Vriska there.
I could tell Typhus was really close because it was very loud here. It could only be the sound of him sleeping. I was so tempted to play, but I didn't dare risk waking him up.
The reader can have a little ambient sound. Have little ambient sound as a treat.
But I didn't risk waking him up.
Ah, has their voice in the background. Okay, I forgot about that. That's the fucking theme of this Let's Read. I forgot about that.
Pretty much by then, I was sweating bullets at the thought of confronting him. You are right to be nervous. Denizens are incredibly powerful monsters. You had no chance whatsoever at this stage of the game. You might have stood a chance after I started helping you, but Terezi really screwed you over by leading you here so early. Yeah. I guess if I ever see her, I should thank her too. Why? Because this was important. What was? Getting killed by a monster? Well, yes, but not just that. The whole ruse was important. If I didn't make the decision to go, then Dave would not be able to go back in time and fix things. In fact, if I didn't die here in this palace, we never would have been born in the first place. How could you know all that? This way.
That was a good thumbnail too. Fuck. I hate that the art is getting like the panels are so much like it's just thumbnail bait. It's all it is.
This denizen does not look asleep to me. Nope. He was wide awake when I found him. I practically crapped my pants. Well, that explains your quick death. If your denizen was anything like mine, it wouldn't have wasted much time before unleashing a huge shitstorm of devastating monster magic. What was your denizen like? Her name was Cetus.
Bro, I was remembering Homestuck. Yeah, that's what this entire Let's Read is.
She was an awful sea monster. Her lair was deep underground amidst a bunch of shipwrecks. She was quite vicious and territorial. I knew I had to kill her quickly to release the horde before she had the chance to do anything tricky. What do you mean tricky? Did she talk to you? Oh, of course. She was babbling in riddles through most of the fight. I wasn't paying much attention, though. I mean, what creature doesn't speak in boring riddles in this game? So, is that what you all did? Kill your denizens as fast as possible without listening to them? Yeah, pretty much. We were all pretty good players, remember? Yes, so I've heard. Well... Okay, I can't exactly speak for everyone. There was a lot going on, and I don't know how some people went about beating their denizens. For instance, I'm not sure how our hero Breath did it. Maybe the monster just released the horde for him out of pity? Maybe he just talked to his denizen? If there was a way to avoid a tough battle, I'm sure he found it. It sounds like a good way to cheat yourself out of a lot of sweet XP and loot, though. I don't know, you might be surprised. John, are you saying you had a nice friendly chat with a hideous bloodthirsty creature before he killed you? Yes, Typhoeus may not be pretty to look at, but he's not a bad guy at all.
All right, Jade and Karkat. Carcinogenesis began trolling Garden Gnostic. What the hell are you doing now?
Password?
Seriously? Why did you go back to see her? You didn't mention this last time.
Listen, fuck-ass, I'm going to need a password before we continue. Please?
Right, okay, let's see if I can remember. It was pretty elaborate if I recall. Okay, here it goes. I'm a disgusting, worthless bilge sack on the gargantuan teat of a laboring, leprous muscle beast. My self-esteem is so small its existence is a matter of conjecture among theoretical physicists. I smell so bad the stench cannot be expressed with even the most eloquent, florid language. The odor my body makes has made poets cry. I have won special awards for discovering new places to touch myself erotically while farting. And these are words I'm very sad are coming out of my mouth. I unfairly pulverized the competition in asshole pageants, and I have received a lifetime ban from ugly contests by President Shitface himself. My blood is not not fit to flow through a sewer, and my sign is a pictographic symbol that loosely translates as please hike these pants up to this guy's armpits, chain him to a flogging jut, and make a fucking example out of this sorry sack of shit. When I look in a mirror, my reflection slowly shakes his head while I wet myself in shame. What, that was it, wasn't it? How was that not fucking it? Did I forget an apostrophe somewhere?
No, Karkat, that was not quite the password, but you were on the right track.
Can we just talk now?
Do you remember the right password?
Something along the lines of gratuitous self-deprecation forced into my mouth involving reference to some kind of weird human coupling ritual.
You're being deliberately dumb. It was, if I hate myself so much, then why don't I hate marry myself? Remember? I was just using the password system to poke a little fun at you, and you turned into this whole overdramatic thing. Jeez.
Ha ha! Can we get down to fucking business again? What's up, Serena?
I wonder if we'll ever be able to start a conversation about having a ridiculous argument about the password system?
If you would drop the password system and let future me talk to you, he might be able to give you an answer. Spoiler, the answer would be no, because the passwords are stupid.
Why would I want to do that? The only guy who's dumber than past Karkat is future Karkat, and vice versa. I have some good authority from both sources.
I still think your use of the terms is kind of asinine. There really is no past or future Karkat from your view. There's Karkat who knows less stuff and Karkat who knows more stuff. Why not just gather the facts from the ones who's got the lowdown already? I mean, I do it myself, but I can't stand the guy.
You see, that is your problem. Okay, one of your many, many problems. You have no patience to do things the right way. You're always just looking for the shortcut, even if doing so has brought you nothing but trouble 100 times before. It is sort of funny that the only thing standing in your way is one of your other problems, your preposterous self-loathing. So you can't even trust your future self to help you cheat. It's like you have so many problems that cancel each other out.
That's not the only thing standing in my way. Your stupid passwords are also standing in my way. If not for that, I could be fast-tracking this to Solution City for both of us.
Exactly.
Okay, whatever. Let's just get on with this linear conversation, okay?
Okay.
So, you gave me that silly password, and we ended our conversation a few minutes ago from my end. And I scanned ahead looking for a good moment on your timeline to pick it up again. And I noticed you went back to see her again for some reason.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering why. What happened to the frog breeding? I thought you were on a roll with that.
Yes, we still are. This little detour is related to that task. We should be nearly done.
What was she even saying to you? I can't understand a word of that horrifying gibberish.
I can understand her just fine.
I still don't really get it. Why my denizen was such a nightmare while yours apparently gives you guttural pep talks in some Byzantine monster language.
We already talked about this. Echidna and I have an understanding now.
Oh, vague bullshit. It's the exact fucking thing I can't get enough of.
Well, maybe if you weren't in such a grumpy hurry all the time, you wouldn't have killed your denizen so quickly. You might have actually learned something.
Huge ugly monsters are for killing, period.
Did you ever talk to Kanaya about it?
I don't remember. Maybe. I'm a busy guy, Jade. I talk to a lot of people about a lot of stuff, including myself.
Her situation was very similar to mine.
I thought she killed her denizen to light the forge or something.
It doesn't sound like you got the whole story, or maybe you just weren't listening to her.
Well, I sure don't think it was whatever you did. And in any case, I thought all that was over with. Why are you back? What does this have to do with the frog breeding?
This was Kanaya's suggestion.
Can I still helping you?
Yes! I'm talking to her right now, actually.
Oh. I see her across the room. She's not talking to anyone on her computer now.
Of course not. She's from a different time than you, genius.
Which time?
A few hours in your future.
Ah, I see how it is. You won't talk to future Karkat until I jump through your fucking password hoops and become him eventually. But you'll talk to future Kanaya just like that. Double standard, anybody? Jade says yes, please.
You are so ridiculous. I have Kanaya using the same password system as you. She's just a little further ahead on my timeline is all. It would be pretty hard to keep you both synced up.
I thought you didn't want shit spoiled from the future, though.
Yeah, from my future. I don't want you guys telling me the things I do before I do them because you talk to future me. But knowing a few things about your future doesn't really matter. Not that I'm going to tell you any of it, so don't ask.
Let me get some water. Because every time these two talk is just fucking ripping my throat apart. I think I'm on the verge of becoming a religious person. I just don't know where else to turn to remove that. Oh, fucking hell. The awesome suffering that Trollian's temporal chat bullshit miraculously continues to inflict on me. Maybe the mirthful messiahs will come and take my pain away. Oh yes, that sounds heavenly. Jade, please excuse me while I go paint my face to outwardly reflect the beauty of my inner awakening, and drub my think pen mercilessly to reduce my intelligence to the level necessary to sustain these beliefs.
Sign, what are you even talking about?
Are we almost done crafting this master plan? I have stuff to attend to here. My team is falling apart, and I can't find Gamzee anywhere. I'm worried he might have wandered off somewhere and got hurt.
Well, you'll find him.
I thought you weren't telling me about my future.
I know, I made an exception, but only one.
Let's move this along. Just update me on the frogs and give me a new password, okay?
Kanaya thinks we should all talk about this. She says you're important to consult on the matter, but the you from her time is too busy.
Busy with what?
She's opening a memo.
Reliving the updates all over again. Yeah. It's like... Nothing's gonna ever feel the same way as getting a legit Homestuck update. Like, as much as I want to revisit that, nothing will ever feel the same. I don't think even once I finally catch up and get to Homestuck 2, it'll feel the same. Alright, let's keep it going. Let's keep this train rolling. If motherfucking magic's all we've ever known at... I thought John's text was hard to read. Holy fuck. If motherfucking magic's all we've ever known at, then it's easy to be missing what be fucking the haps. But I'm all scooping at miracles that are up in the air. Got my sea on of miracles. They're here and they're there. I'll be checking the miracles while falling downstairs, seeing the shit out of miracles that are all being up at basically pretty much everywhere. Fuck. Oceans of Fago fucking glitter like space. A fistful of stars was poofing my... I heard there was poofing my face. A million horns honking rackets and piles. A one-wheel device that can rocket in style. Is shit that what I wish for because... Motherfucking chorus, bro. I'm all a firm believer at the miracles. Do you have the time for my miracles, brother? Do you get your notice on of the miracles? So many fucking miracles. The magic motherfucking miracles. Honk. Huh. Oh yeah, that was so strict. Yeah, bro. Most definitely. Your rhymes, they're ruthlessly disciplinary, and my ear ducts have been naughty. I think they are naughty for more. Motherfuck, dude. You best understand I got more slams in me. They be as forever as my limitless faith in all my believings and shit. But what I motherfucking need, my brother, aside from plowing nose fucking first into a bitchin' pan of tenacious mucilage, is to check out what slams you can stick in my ducts. Yeah. Fucking, I forgot Davros' voice. Yeah. Oh yeah. These most entirely can be provided. They can be dropped straight into the orifices you mentioned. Fucking drop it, bro. They have very similar voices, and I didn't fucking realize until this very moment. Drop it like you spaced out and forgot you were holding it in the first motherfucking place. You brought up a pan, in that last stanza, but the one I'm a fan of is the panhandled pupe, shit. Yes, shit is legit. Thing to say about it, about the pan with the man grit, on whom I now slam it. Slam it like a fucking door by accident on something that hurts. You can't handle my slams. Well, unless you can. In which case, that's cool. I just serve up the hoopla to goat noses that are hoopless. About the pan who's called pupa, in the case you were clueless. About the pan who can man up and is able to stand up on legs unlike mine, which are functionally useless. God damn, you are dealing some hearty reproach tonight. Flying fucking high, man. Higher than a laugh Saxon up on the motherfucking grief trapeze. Higher than a subjugulator getting his weep on for the vast hunk I believe in to come. I wish. No, bro, I'm serious. Your rhymes will fly as the most wicked piece of shit a miracle ever took in the sky. Someone clipped their motherfucking wings so I could stand a chance. Sit a chance. Fuck. The only thing more fly than the rhymes I'm saying to express all my malices is the ability he had I wish was mine, instead of, I guess, this excessive paralysis. Look out for the hook, bro. Get off of those wheels, get off of those wheels. If miracles aren't fake, you'll get off of those wheels. But high, in this case, has double the meaning. It means he can fly, plus has high self-esteeming. That's two things he has that I'd rather were mine. His two flappy wings and his big healthy spine. Oops, that's three things. Get off of those wheels, get off of those wheels. If miracles aren't fake, he'll get off of those wheels. Using my least useless foot to kick it back over to you, friend. Shit.
Slam it, like the door in the face of a culling drone. Let's pretend that that's a real possibility and not invitation to even more painful death just for the sake of that expression. Motherfuck it, motherfucker.
Again, 2 people who fucking ripped my throat apart. You can probably hear my washing machine in the background. I apologize.
Pure magic is all when there be hatching of grubs. I've seen shit that would shock your look stubs. I peeped on a place of 6 trillion hemos, all but one rock bleeding as equals. It's easy to see if you search all your feelings that peace happens first and murder's the sequel. It's the beauty of the carnival, the magic's intense, fucking darkness outside, but the light makes you wince. Just take my motherfucking hand, bro. Put on your shades, pull back the flap, and get off of those wheels. Okay, I did. Now I'm on the floor, motionless, in a terrible way, so I got back on the wheels. It was a nice thought, though. Fuck, motherfucking yeah! Let's take this ninja-tittied bitch back to the hive with the chorus. Together, my miracle brother.
There's so many things that I'm reading that I just wish didn't come out of my mouth.
Yes, I'm all a firm believer at the miracles. Do you have time for my miracles, religious friend? So, do you get your notice on of the miracles? So many, gratuitous expletive miracles. The magic mother, also expletive miracles. Fuck yes, here's where the slam turns into nothing but honks. Honk, 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 honk. Honk. Fuck! It's less appropriate for me to do the honks than you, but that was still great. Yeah, bro, yeah! The slams are truly prime, and your religious views, though I don't share them, are reasonably inspirational. I think I'm in the process of releasing at least 1 tear. Me too, bro. You motherfucking know there'd be some of my eyes royal jelly to go with your emotional peanut butter. Whoa. This is beautiful, dude. I feel so at chill with you. Yeah, friendliness with you is pretty much always nice and fun to have. Hey. When we up and start to kick at this red team noise, you should make your way to get your hang out of my hive. Oh yes, totally. We could split a tin of the pimpest sneeze I got on hand, baked all up special for you, and then maybe make out a little.
It's like, dude, it's so crazy. I'm like, holding advantage amount of content. He's thirsty. Fair. I'm gonna like read it just to like get caught up. You can just experience the OG Homestuck updates. I'm just like a dream come true. Yeah, it's so like weirdly like I don't know. It's like a weird sad feeling that just washes over me. It's like, man, that was a period of life I'll never have that same feeling again. The rhyme god Hussie is, yeah. I mean, boy, he really pulls some stuff straight out of his rectal hole. All right, so that was Gamzee and Tav. Let's see what Scratch is up to. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. Oh, shut up. It's Damara, right? That's back there. Hey, look, it's a Radiant Solix. Hey, what are you doing out here? Out where? Out of your bubble. Oh, I don't know. Am I not supposed to leave? I just didn't think you could. I guess you must have a foot on either side. Can't say I'm surprised. Okay. So what are you doing out here? I'm waiting for friends to arrive. They'll need my help. What friends? More ghosts? No, they're alive. First, there will be 2 humans. They should be joining us any minute. First? Then what? Then the rest of our party, the survivors. Oh. So then we made it out here all right. Yes, well, they made it. Your body will arrive with them, along with the others. Hey, maybe we can have a funeral. What's a funeral? Kind of like a big corpse party. The humans could probably explain it better than me. Okay, cool. Oh, man. Shit, it's so bright. How can you stand it here? You can see the sun? Yeah, I can see it, but it looks 2D. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the crashing ship. Liv Tyler! What the fuck? Oh, that's right. That's all the ejected shit. It's WV! Yeah, he crash lands on Earth. Look at that. Carcinogenesis, 314 hours ago, responded to memo. Oh god, he's still following you? That's so messed up.
Yeah, it's okay though. As long as he's tailing me like a lost puppy, at least he's not killing anybody.
Don't trust him, Jade, I'm telling you. He is a stab-happy, planet-exploding asshole. Remember what he did to Dave? It was like this whole episode. You had a hysterical episode about it, remember?
I remember the episode, but he's okay now. And I'm kind of starting to think that was just his way of saying hi. My dog used to fetch me my bullets, too. I really think he believes he is my dog on some level.
Just don't turn your back on him, Jade. Don't turn your back on the puppy.
Don't worry, I'm keeping my eye on him. No, bad, Jack, bad!
I also just realized it's 3/14. It's Reverse Homestuck Day. It's Pi Day, also. Hi, Lexi. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Whap! He really seems to hate frogs.
Yeah, the poor froggies.
My Jack had this irrational thing against frogs, too. I mean, my normal Jack, not psychopath. Omnipa Jack. Dursations are heavily predisposed toward the murder and desecration of amphibious life forms and their iconography, respectively. Frequently, I had to thwart assassination attempts from their kingdom, or extermination attempts is probably better to say.
You're probably right. They really seem to drive him crazy. This is not the first time I've had to reprimand him.
Good, glad to hear it. Wait, did he follow you into the palace, too, just now? Is that who you were yelling at?
He was growling at a kid, and I had to tell him he was being very bad. He destroyed some of our really nice statues, too. Keeping him in line really makes me miss Beck. He was such a good dog. Not to mention a best friend. Jack is just...
Bad dog, worst enemy?
Exactly.
I don't like this a fucking bit. It makes me really nervous. You just chilling with an unspeakably powerful mass murderer with the brain of a wild animal who's about to hop sessions and try to kill all of us in a few hours. And what were you even doing there again? You still haven't told me.
Huh?
The palace. I recommended she return to her denizen for advice. About what? The location of the final frog required to complete the gene sequence, one whose song should remove the last traces of dissonance from the waveform. The creature is quite elusive, remember? Oh yeah, you were searching for weeks. Yes, and you never found it. I had a good lead, but you decided there was not enough time left to bother with it. The reckoning had started. We had to kill the king. Understood, but this was a matter that really did require your attention. Yeah, I know, but maybe I was sick to fucking death of muddling around with frogs and their cacophonous goddamn ribbits and mixing their slime and shit. I'm not an ecto-scientist, no matter how many grubs who turned out to be us the game made me accidentally make.
But you are a programmer, aren't you? That is at least kind of like being a scientist, having some technical savvy.
I was a shitty programmer, and anyway, I only programmed viruses. Shitty viruses. I shouldn't have to be a slime technician or a frog farmer or a mystical fucking croak decoder. I'm a warrior and a leader and a cold-blooded killer.
We know. You are clearly very good at being all of those things, but now we need your help with frog science. Can you help us?
Oh, that's a lot of color going on all at once. How long will this take? I don't mind helping, but I have major leadership duties to attend to here. Yes, I know the team is falling apart and everything, but doing this was your duty too. And after a point of critical complication, there is only so much responsibility you can take for the actions of your team. What are you saying? What happens in the future? Are you giving me some assurance that things will work out? Because right now I don't know where the hell anybody is. The future? Okay, I'm a vampire now, apparently, if that helps. What the fuck is a vampire?
Shush! No future talk. Let's stay on topic.
Oh my god, why can't I get a straight fucking answer to a thing? It's a simple question.
Can I mean she's a very pretty girl with pointy fangs who has a bright, sunny complexion and wears fancy dresses?
Thanks, that cleared everything up. Everything just right the hell up.
And she drinks blood.
Oh, you mean a rainbow drinker? Yeah, I already know about her trashy novel fantasies. Are we done shitting around? They aren't trashy. Yes, hilarious. I guess I have no choice to believe you because skepticism in this situation is for idiots, right? If I said, yeah, right, if there's a drinker in this hive, I'll eat my cocoon, I'd be like the dumb Lucius in the movie who doesn't believe the kid when he tells it there's a rainbow drinker in the closet. So I guess by reverse psychology, I should not be that dumbass yell, oh fuck, and tell everyone to get in their scuttlebuggy before it's too late. Well, fat chance, I'm not falling for it. That sounds like a stupid movie. How do you know what she looks like anyway? Did you see her in one of your afterlife bubbles?
Yep.
Why? When?
Karkat, that information qualifies as future stuff.
I don't know anymore. Shit is getting away from me. The more time goes by without word from Gamzee, the more I worry, and the more I feel like something terrible has happened. Or will happen. I should go.
No, wait, just please listen a little longer.
Yes, staying would be better. Trust me that this was and still is a very important thing for you to have done and still do. Maybe even the most important part.
Fine, but let's move it along. Did Echidna tell you where to find this frog? Dave ran like parallel fair. Oh yeah, fucking I remember that now. Thanks, Russ. It took me a second, but I got there. Oh, I'm out of water. And we're not even halfway done yet.
Not exactly. She just helped me remember.
Remember what?
Something from my past. If I accepted her terms.
What were her terms? You never did tell me.
Yeah, because you never told me yours.
Oh, I just thought it wasn't that important or interesting, since Karkat thought the battle was more pressing than to wait for me to locate another frog. Also, what she asked me to do was impossible, so, yeah.
Yeah, she made me promise you something that sounds impossible too. Except, I actually agreed. I have no idea how I'm going to keep my side of the bargain now that I think about it.
Excuse me, remember fucking what?
Oh, right, where the last frog is. Or was. The thing is, the frog we need is nowhere to be found in the medium. It was on Earth, but only very briefly. It was when I was young, before I woke up on Prospect. I'd begun sleepwalking, both on the island and on the moon. And in my dream, it was very bright. I saw something in the light. I couldn't tell what it was, so I got closer.
Look at little baby Jade.
But before I got there, I woke up and found myself by the lagoon surrounding the ruins.
Ifricate, look at it.
I was about to walk home when I saw something appear on a lily pad. It was a frog! And that frog's name was Albert Einstein. An amazing shiny frog, not like any other I've seen in the lagoon. It hopped over to me and I picked it up, but then, just like that, it died.
Oh. Dead. Ooh, what you say? Boy, does anyone remember that meme? Fuck.
Later, my grandma made a robot for me to help me with my sleepwalking. It could do all the walking while I stayed safe in bed. It could also record my dreams. I'm sure he always knew my dreams were going to be special. I suspect he knew it before I was even born.
Dramatic. I might go get some water in like a couple minutes. Okay, great. So it's there on the monitor. Problem solved. You just purify its ghost imprint, mix it with your current evolution's paradox slime, smooth out the genetic waveform, tadpolify bilious slick, and you're done.
Hopefully.
So you didn't remember seeing this frog when you were a kid at all?
No, it completely slipped my mind.
Just hopped right on out of there.
Only because of the meme? That's fair. Cool. That's a ban? None of that shit. I'm not allowed any of that fucking shit in here. The entire song by the meme. I didn't know what I didn't know what the meme was. I just knew the meme itself. I didn't know what the song was or anything like that until I think my wife showed me the SNL skit. Be pretty traumatized. That's fair, especially because it like starts smoking. Fucking where did I leave off? Nope, still there it is. How did she get you to remember? I mean, what did she make you agree to?
Well, like it was before. The choices she gives you seem to have to do with facing mortality, and making it clear if you choose one path over another, it will lead to your death, and that your death may even be necessary to accomplish a goal.
Yes, I've inferred their ultimata are all personalized variations on the presentation of such dilemmas.
Yeah, but that is not really what made this hard. I mean, nobody wants to die, of course, but at least that is a clear thing. You either do, you don't. You know?
You said what she asked was impossible.
It might be.
What were her demands?
She said that if I accepted her help, that I'd have to make a promise that whenever we left this place and wherever we ended up going, she had to come.
Huh?
Not just Echidna, but all the denizens. Their palaces, their consorts, their lands, everything. I have to bring them all with us.
Actually killing a baby lizard because I was chasing... Oh! Oh, no! I had a cousin who fucking... Had a cousin. He was a cousin by marriage. Who would fucking rip the tails off of lizards. Because they would grow back, so it was fine. I fucking remember that. Is this it? Is this just the one panel? Is this the one panel? Yeah, right? It was the kid of, this woman my uncle married. And I think they got divorced like 3 years later or something like that. He was a weird fucking kid. He was a weird fucking kid is how they could, Linda. That's the answer. You think you're so cool. Karkat? Cars no Genesis, 134 hours ago, responded to the memo. Jade, are you still responding to this memo? Oh, he's got this head. I guess I don't have much energy left to argue about passwords. I didn't even get a password last time. I had to leave abruptly because Solix and Eridan started dueling again, and then Fefri and Kanaya... It all happened so fast. And now Gamzee is hunting us all down in murder mode. He's been taunting me through other people's messaging devices and leaving me disturbing notes. I'm sure others must be dead by now. And now Solix is blind and I lost track of him somehow. I heard a stray honk and I ran and we got separated. I'm starting to think that this must be a doomed timeline. That's why I can't get in touch with anyone. They must be dropping like behemoth leavings out there. And that must be why future Kanaya was talking in this memo. But now she's dead, which makes that impossible. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. Gamzee isn't supposed to go crazy. I think if he does, it means we fucked something up. It means I fucked something up. He's my responsibility. I have to make sure he's safe. And I didn't do that. One time, one of the Doomed Irradias told me she came from a time where he flipped out and killed everybody because of my failure. I didn't take her seriously, but I should have. She was constantly fixing my fuck-ups. Robots from the future are always coming back to tell me how some hasty shit I did with frog breeding or whatever would make it impossible to win. My own personal mistakes probably accounted for more Doomed Irradia bots than anything else. Which was sort of a silver lining, I guess. I don't think we would have beaten the king without our army. Not that it matters anymore. I've obviously become just another guy in a doomed timeline watching everyone around him die. I was just sitting here wondering what I could have done wrong this time. I make the timeline take a wrong turn, and pinpointing it seemed overwhelming since I've made more terrible decisions than I can even count. But I think looking back, I know what it is now. You can pull a radio from my cold dead hand, Serena. I accepted that it was a radio for the PesterQuest route. Outside of that, Oh, man. It was before we got trapped on this meteor, before Jack showed up, before we beat the king. And I wanted to let you know, Jade, that no matter what I said, I still think the final frog must be important. And Kanaya, if you're reading this somewhere in the past, maybe, I'm sorry. You were right. I was always in such a hurry to win, I didn't take the time to do what was necessary. Bilious Slick needed the genes of that frog, and because I half-assed this so bad, everyone is going to die. See, I was thinking about Jack and how he can't stand frogs. And I think I finally understand what's going on. I think I know what's about to happen at the end of our timelines. I think I know what the critical moment is. And it's completely my fault. Ectobiology is a touchy thing. Especially when you're building the genetic code for an entire universe. Our Genesis frog needed the genes from that final frog. But because I was in too much of a hurry to do the job right, he's missing a critical sequence in his DNA. So when we made him and watched him grow in the middle of Skya, and after all the fireworks and fanfare from the vast croak had subsided, I kind of felt like he didn't look so good. Like he was sick. I think I gave him cancer. I gave your whole universe cancer, Jade. Iconic moment, yeah. Sorry. Oof. Alright, is that it? I think that's it for that one. Oh boy, here we go. Let's see what we got. We got this one was Gamzee and Young Dave? Looks like Young Dave. Let's go with that one. The first panel of I ever saw of Homestuck. Oh, interesting. Accidentally. Oh, he's so fucking fast. Fuck me. Terminally capricious, began trolling turned that godhead. It's all your fault. It's all your motherfucking fault, hunk. Okay. You all cracked off the top of the bottle of those fucking clown imposters that all were spraying out the flagrant motherfucking heresies at me. The flagrant motherfucking heresies, motherfucker! I regret not getting water. It's what came out of their mouths and made me get my sadness on to see it, and my rage on fucking harder. I'm sorry? All my life I believed that the fucking paradise to come would held the most baller, darkest of carnivals to join. And a prophecy! To tell all about a band of rowdy and capricious minstrels steeped in the good, harsh whimsy. The mirthful messiahs were foretold to be the crashing that fucking pie stand and bring the holy ruckus. Like a giddy fucking ninja, one-wheeling headlong on the hugest fucking horn heap Shangri-La's got to see. I'm talking about the vast honk, you blasphemous motherfucker! What I believed in it to be was so beautiful. Us and them all mellowing and tense, bumping sounds, tossing back the Fago and soaking the miracles up our faith sponges, while the special stardust rained down at our elixir. Sticky faces, like a bunch of fucking fairy powder from religion space. It was going to be us and motherfucking them! Them and motherfucking us. This is like some trolling shtick, right? This ICP shit. Funny story. I worked for an entertainment company that doesn't exist anymore. And they hosted an ICP signing event on the day I graduated college, May 3rd, 2015, in Billings, Montana. And, boy, they made a fucking mess of outside of the front of the store. Spray it, they shook the bottle up and just fucking sprayed it all over each other. The frog went out the page, but it looks like it. Oh, fair. It's water. Dave's like, what? Yeah, he really is. Fucking. Okay, so I tangent. This ICP shit. But now, because of you. Because of all you and your fucking outrageousness. You stole up all my miracles away by revealing at me how the wicked shit was really kicked. Like some filthy fucking... The fuck is that? Science stiff who at all times would be ruled unfunny without even getting his fucking trial on. And now I don't know what to think about the spiritual fantasies I had. Honk! Best troll ever. I don't even care if you're really into this stuff or not. It's awesome. What stuff? Like horrorcore, lame clown rap and stuff. Dude, are you an actual juggalo or not? Bro, that word you use isn't nothing real I've heard of. It strikes me at me as another heretical fucking bastardization of some sacred shit I take seriously in my pump biscuit. Pump biscuit. I mean, I guess, took seriously. Do you really not know what I'm talking about? I have the idea that you're putting my pan to sit there. That the Paradise Planet is a fucking joke. And the miracles are fake. Pure fiction. False, fakey, fraudy con jobs from a bunch of unfunny ninja harlequin bullshit artists. I can even tell if you're trying to troll me with this or if you actually are having some weird emotional problem. Can't it be motherfucking both things? Okay, I'm telling you, you need to watch this video. The song isn't even supposed to be released for another year or something, but I got it from an inside source. This is as hot as it gets. Hang on, let me dig it up. We don't have Fago in here as far as I know. I didn't bear witness to Fago until 2013, 2014. I don't remember. It wasn't widespread, and then it got widespread for some fucking reason. Labels for 13 by different friend. Fago's non-existent in Europe. It's like it's shitty water. It's shitty. It's a shitty soda. Like that panel with Aridin was like, oh, it's just a shitty soda. That's literally all it is. Okay, I do need to get some water, because this is really fucking me up. I'll be right back. I guess, I don't know. In the interim, let's pull some music. Let's see, what do we got here? Fucking, Incompetech, that's what I want to do. Gotta keep hydrated. I gotta keep hydrated. Let's pull up Incompetech. That's royalty free, and I just have to link it in the video. Let's see. Tempo, slow, genre, electronica. 3D engineer, goner. Everyone, go drink some water. Also, wash your hands. All right, what is spatial harvest? Ooh. That's the good shit. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Kind of music do you listen to? I listen to a variety of things. I typically listen to a lot of like melodic or like progressive and power metal. Also folk metal. I've gotten really into folk metal, like Corpaclani. Ailstorm's good. Fucking, I can't think of anything else. But also like folk punk. Like, the Dreadnoughts are really good. And then a lot of, like, ska. Streetlight Manifesto, Less Than Jake, Real Big Fish. Ugh. This is very atmospheric. This is good. I need to remember what this is now. Pull up a notepad so I can copy this, because I need to copy this into the credits section of the video after this. I was into Gorillaz. I used to listen to quite a bit of Gorillaz, actually. It's a while ago. I was, boy, sophomore in high school, I think, is when I really started listening to Gorillaz. And it was like a weird time where I listened to like Bass Nectar and, I can't think of anybody else now. I think it's Neil deGrasse Tyson becoming fair enough. Okay. Get out of here. I don't know what you are. Get out of here. Okay. I guess I could just have this on in the background for a little while I'm reading through this creepy section with Dave and Gamzee. Keep it a little lower than usual. Let's keep going. No. Motherfucking no, bro! I'm not looking at any more of your blasphemes. I really just came back on you to motherfucking say that while that sickening noise you did to me is your fault, there's something I did to you what's mine. I did something that's motherfucking atrocious to your posse. Made your whole fucking crew of jokers get to being kind of mentally motherfucking unstable. In fucking fact, that blasphemes, got it, thanks Sarita, I missed that. That atrocious business I got to doing. I did that shit to your whole universe as a matter of motherfucking fact. You see, you motherfucking see. I finally got all caught up in what's true behind the sweet murder mirth of the bitchin' blood circus. I reached deep down and got at where all the real harsh whimsies were hiding inside me. In the angriest ways I found up my dark ancestral chuckle voodoo's within. And then I focused on them through the rage you made me have. And I went and made your universe terminal. Oh, that's horrifying. None of that really meant anything, but okay. Also, you have me confused for somebody else. We never talked. I guarantee I would have remembered you. All that motherfucking matters is I remember you and what you did. I'm just all letting you in on the ways I set the high justice in motion. Made us motherfucking square, you and me. Me and you. That's cool, Juggalo guy, who I still can't quite tell is ironic about this or not. But like I said, either way, it's all good. You don't motherfucking believe. You need to get more spirituality into your superstition, ghost. Like the motherfucking faith chump that what I was. As if I'd forget to do my chuckle voodoo to you too. To fuck up your dreams. Make your worst fears come alive and get up on their haunts in your nap-happy pan. What? What fears? You motherfucking know, brother! It's the fucking puppet. The one that's all got to be my best fucking friend I got now. Now that my other buddy managed to be having his head chopped off. Oh god, did my bro put you up to this? I should have guessed he might have a hand in some of these shitty trolling escapades. Your bro's dead, bro! Couldn't keep my new friend captive no more. Released your nightmares right into my hot, warm fucking embrace. And now I listen to what they whisper through my ear ducts. Jesus, you're fucking insane. I'm all hearing these amazing motherfucking things. I think he'll help me refigure out what's the real reality about the miracles. He'll help me to motherfucking discover the truth of who the messiahs are. The real messiahs, not the false mess of lies. Honk! So, my bro's idiotic ventriloquist dummy is responsible for the schizophrenic bullshit. Is that what you're saying? Motherfuck yes, bro. What else does he say? He says, oh, in this funny little voice, that is so very, 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 very quiet, that it's time to go motherfucking kill them all. Well, that sounds about right. Better do what he says, dude. Yeah! Here was I to come at you with all these unruly upbraids I got pent up. When you know motherfucking what? I got to be getting grateful to you for sharing at me your wayward heresies, brother. The road to the Dark Carnival has never before been paved with louder honk horns to tread upon. And scare the living motherfuck out of the low-blood faithless with each step. You are either literally an insane psychopathic murderer or some kind of troll and savant. Time to block you now, but let's do it again, okay? You fucking know it, bro. I like you. Wouldn't mind taking that pal's marshmallow you got as a nug bone off your shoulders for this collection I got started on. Add a little strawberry jam to the peanut butter sandwich I'm making between my motherfucking life. Holy shit. Hey, before you go, how about that we slam a little? They both then proceeded to have one of the best rap-offs in the history of Paradox space. Awful. Yeah, it's a combination of the two. Like, Dave sent him the fucking ICP thing. I gotta turn this off. It's way too fucking loud. At the very least, pause it. Dave sent him the ICP video, which sent him over the edge, but he did run out of slime, so he was gonna lose his shit either way. First reading. I feel like I went through them all, because I remember being like, God, it's such a fucking chore to go through all of this. Oh, fair. It's defect. Okay, so now we're back on Karkat talking about how he gave our universe cancer, or their universe cancer. Its defective genes probably made it impossible for your session to be successful. Sort of like its reproductive system was damaged. What should be fertile ground for your new universe to grow was replaced by a massive bomb or to blow up your whole session. Probably just one of the many symptoms of a sick universe. It's not like you actually did anything wrong. You were fighting against the disease that was always inherent in your reality. The one I gave it. But I don't think it's like a normal disease, not like a cellular mutation that's out of control. The cancer took a specific form, like a complicated series of terrible events rather than faulty cell division. It was an eventuality in your universe that was inevitable, that we all unwittingly helped make happen, all concentrated through the actions of one hostile agent in the system with an instinct to destroy everything it hated, and then given the power to do so. And unlike a normal disease, it wouldn't gradually kill its host from within. The cancer left the body, chased out as if by an immune system. But the problem is, it wasn't any less deadly on the outside, and no less determined to finish the job. So I don't know what else it could be, what's waiting for us at the end of the countdown. Jack was expelled from your session somehow. He then methodically destroyed all our planets, prospered in Durst, and tried to wipe us all out, so that we couldn't do the same thing to him again. But he was always saving his true target for last, the one he hated most. Jack was the living embodiment of the disease all along. Noir is the cancer. It's him. Anyway, that's the end of how everything's my fault completely, and I'm garbage. Hope you enjoyed it, Jade. Not that you seem to recall this memo even exists. If you see Kanaya in Death Bubble Hell, please tell her I'm sorry I let her down. And if you see Solix wandering around too, let him know how ashamed I am I ditched him like a coward because I heard a horn go honk. And Terezi, if you see her, could you give her a message from me? And tell her that... Actually, never mind. I'll probably be able to tell them all in person soon. Seeing as an idiot in makeup is about to roll over my naked squeal pipe it with a one-wheel device.
Solix is okay. He's with me right now.
Holy shit, you're alive!
Hold on, I really need to change these clothes.
What you up to?
What did I say?
Oh no, it's fucking Hussie. Look at that. Yeah, it's the yard.
Back. I have repeatedly made it clear that the fifth wall is to remain off.
Oh, nope, it's Tamara. There it is. The big man.
I refuse to acknowledge this foolish man's self-indulgent rubbish. His frivolous charades have no place in this building, or anywhere in this reality. Am I making myself understood, young lady?
Go, girl.
Click the paddles.
Swoon. All right, moving on.
Or will I have to suspend your furniture privileges again?
Self-indulgent rubbish. However, I would be so tempted to make this a thumbnail. I'm still pretty tempted. I might just need to edit it and do some censoring. Because it's so funny.
I see. Another one of your moods. We will have to go work on ironing out this behavior before you meet your true master. He is far less gracious. He is a far less gracious host than I. Wait, what are you doing? No, stop that. You render yourself in a more symbolic manner this instant. Thank you. Oh, is this what we're doing now? Maybe I have not been strict enough with your breathing privileges either.
Oh.
This vessel will reach your planet eventually. We can either go home the fast way or the slow way. Your express ticket can only be validated with a display of good manners, miss.
Youth roll. Actual suicide threat. Broom.
And there go the electricity privileges. I think now would be a good time for another round of re-education regarding her purpose. A little refresher on the prestigious employment opportunity for which she is being groomed. And since you are still my guest, it would please me to tell you this inspiring tale as well. It is a tale to remind her of the sacrifice she must make, one serving to remind all of her people of the sacrifice once made by long-forgotten heroes in a discarded reality. It is of this sacrifice the sufferer died to speak the truth, and it is his tale I will tell you now.
The ancestors, we're here.
Once, in this very universe, you could say, Alternia was home to a peaceful race. Trollkind had never known the corrupting influence in their evolution, which led to them to perpetual war and violence. That is to say, they had never known me. As was true of the bellicose world we know, there came to be 12 heroes on this peaceful planet. These heroes, too, had 12 ancestors, whose fortunes were entwined with theirs. These 24 figures of legend were not of this world, but sent from the sky, delivered from a reality not yet conceived. On the eve of their race's extinction, the 12 heroes would begin playing a game. They would make an admirable effort, but they would fail, for civilization had not prepared them for the rigors of this game. And the ultimate reward would fall shy of their grasp. But their failure was more comprehensive, more systemic, than a result of the simple inadequacy so common to young players of this game. Though they could not recognize it for the bad omen it was, this session was not the one in which they had been spawned. Such is the symptom of a subtle glitch affecting certain sessions, an error designed to trigger an unfathomable cascade of misfortune throughout Paradox space. This glitch is the calling card of the one I serve. It is the discreet, gentlemanly manner in which he reserves his place in a universe for later visitation. The heroes, understanding their defeat was absolute, sought advice from the mother of all monsters. She offered them a choice. The heroes could either accept their defeat along with the extinction of their race and put no others at risk, or she could show them a path to a second chance, to a reality in which the chosen heroes of their race would be strong enough to succeed with ease and claim their reward. This reset would come at the cost of wiping the failed heroes from existence. They would live new lives from the scratch, playing different roles in the reset reality, with no memory of the game they played or the choice they made. The heroes chose to accept this bargain, and scratch their session. In doing so, they jump-started the reality in which the 24 figures of legend would together be created, and I as well, and then sent back in time to take our places in history. Though I was delivered well before history even began, before the dawning of life on their planet, this time around, I would oversee its development, and thus fulfill the mother's promise of an aggressive, ruthlessly prepared group of heroes, one that would not rest until victory was secured. The young 24 would again be scattered in two groups, 12 modern contemporaries and 12 ancients. But in addition to losing their memories and everything that had happened before the scratch, there was another catch for the failed heroes. In the new reality, they would not serve as the heroes. They would mature to become the ancestors of the 12 they formerly regarded as theirs. And this 12 would be chosen for glory. These children would be the heroes to achieve victory, and have the reward easily within reach. Of course, this promise was fulfilled to the letter, as you have seen. The entire bargain was executed without a single hitch, as those authorized by my master always are. There was, however, one minor anomaly. One of the failed heroes, in his new life as an ancient on this now brutal planet, began to remember. This is his story. This is the story of the Signless. Few ever knew the sufferer's given name, presuming quite reasonably he had none, and he came to be called the Signless. Unlike his peers distributed elsewhere in history, he was not given a sign at a young age. Alas, there were no signs reserved for one of his mutant blood. His genetic deviation from the social order made him a pariah, forcing him to wander the world alone for many sweeps, concealing the color of his blood to avoid certain execution. But it may also have been due to his mutation that he began to have the visions, spontaneous lucid imagery of his world in peace before its fall. He would never see the complete picture, or fully understand his previous incarnation's role in prompting this fall, or know of my hand in it, but the vision showed him all he needed to see. They held the promise of his people's true potential, beneath the ages of conditioned cruelty. They held the spark of revolution. In time, the visions gave purpose to his travels. He would preach heretical ideas no one else had dared to entertain, let alone risk discussing. He espoused the virtues of forgiveness, compassion, and equality among all bloodlines. He distributed his message intelligently, careful to preach only to those receptive, never attracting unwelcome attention. But his growing movement could go unnoticed by the authorities for only so long. The Highbloods were livid over the unprecedented heresy, and soon a massive sectarian war followed, spreading across the planet and throughout the galaxy. The conflict was lopsided, of course, with the Highbloods given full support from the Condess and her Sea Dwellers. Inevitably, the Signless would be captured, and when he was, it was not a matter of whether he would be put into the irons, but how hot they would be if he failed to recant.
So what do you think how his original self was? I know the Signless was such a badass. Oh, that's a good thumbnail too. Fuck.
During his penance, it was said the sufferer's compassion for his people underwent a divine transformation into limitless, burning rage. It went harder than the iron shackling him to the imperial flogging jut, and redder than the blood soaking his righteous leggings. When he was finally killed, his anger wrung through the cosmos with his last breath. This vast expletive was his final sermon, and somewhere encoded in its wavelengths was the truth in his teachings, waiting to reveal itself to any who would inherit his burden. His teachings would also persist through surviving disciples, but in hushed tones his following would dwindle to an obscure cult facing persecutions for centuries. After his execution, the body was burned, leaving only his irons. They cooled in the ash, as if his anger itself was subsiding, and his followers appropriated their shapes in defiance of the Highbloods. The symbols became the sign of the Signless, as always shown as colorless as the cold iron, to conceal the stigma of his hue. This was as much a reminder to his followers to remain hidden as it was the sufferer's sacrifice, and his rage hidden like heat in the iron, one day to be reignited by another of his bloodline. Oh shit, the banners. Fuck! Fuck!
All right. Wall. Hussie. Wall. Hussie. Disciple cosplay with full watercolor. Oh, that's awesome. That's fucking rad, Linda. Thank you for the reminder, Sarita. The sufferer preached that after he passed, another silence would come, heralding the end time for their planet. The second silence would continue his work, and lead his people to glory beyond this realm. The followers kept his teachings alive for ages, even as the uproar surrounding the movement subsided. By modern times, the sufferer's scripture was little more than ancient superstition, all but forgotten. Hardly the anathema of old. But the followers had already made their preparations in the shadows, and when the second silence finally came, he would have a Lucis to raise him and assign to his name. The Dolorosa? That's fair. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Linda. I'm trying to become more of an official Twitch streamer and keep things a bit cleaner. I appreciate that. Thank you. The sufferer required a less conventional upbringing to reach maturity. As a young grub, he landed in the brooding caverns, where he would be expected to face his trials. But due to his mutation, surely no losers would select him. No creature sympathetic to his scent had been bred yet. His odds for survival would have been remote, if not for a chance encounter. The Dolorosa belonged to the rare subclass assigned strictly to serving the mother grub in the caverns, forbidden from visiting the surface. While on an errand, she found the young sufferer in his crater and immediately recognized the child as special, as well as in great danger. For an adult troll to raise a child was unthinkable, but she saw no other hope for him. The Dolorosa abandoned her duties in the caverns and fled to the surface to raise him. In time, she would become the first follower of his teachings, and the first of his inner circle, but not his closest. That's a good thumbnail, too. That's a good one. That's a good one. Probably going to stick with Damara, but I like having options. Surrounding him on his rise to infamy and throughout the rebellion were the most trusted elites among his devoted. The Psionic was a mage of unequal telekinetic ability, who upon hearing the words of the sufferer was inspired to free himself from the sort of slavery typical of his mentally gifted class. But his most devoted of all was his disciple. She listened to every vision he retold, every lesson he preached, and faithfully recorded his scripture. Her ear was open to him always, and in time, his heart opened to her. To spread his message throughout the world, they took to the seas in the vessel of legend known as the First Ship. It was said their love went beyond the four quadrants, transcending the grid entirely, whatever that nonsense actually meant. Oh! The fuck? No, really, hover your mouse over the band like this. Fair enough. The fuck? They just added the title. I love it. Oh, hell no. He's talking about ancestors, isn't he? Because I don't think you guys can see the hover text. Yeah. It is. You just can't see it on Streamlabs. Streamlabs won't show title text for some reason. That's interesting. Yeah. So I'll just have to read it aloud. He's keeping little girls locked up in weird rooms and rambling about troll ancestors. I just know it. The disciple was to be killed along with him, but at the last moment, the executioner inexplicably took pity on her and allowed her to escape. She absconded with the leggings, which remained the only physical evidence of his holy suffering. She hid in caves for many sweeps, transcribing all of his scripture from memory on the walls in the blood of slain creatures, and lived the rest of her days in monastic savagery. Her dedication would be critical to the persistence of his message, but the Dolorosa was less fortunate and was sold into slavery. She spent the rest of her life as property of vicious sea-dwellers. As for the Psionic, he was enlisted in a far worse, if more prestigious, service. Author-splode. Not in my fucking comic! He was forced to serve as the helmsman for Her Condescension's Imperial battleship. Psychics of his kind were exploited for interstellar travel, and his abilities made her ship the fastest in the fleet by far. She grew so enamored of her helmsman and his power, she would use her touch to extend his lifespan to match her own. Oh, damn, this place is bigger than I thought. And it is where he went? Come on, guys, help me out. Together, they explored the stars for thousands of sweeps. Due to the speed of her ship, she would personally expand the boundaries of her empire, typically being the first to greet new races before conquering them. I bet he's behind this door. You hear me scratch? The jig is up! After making first contact, occasions which she generally kept cordial, she would move on to new territory while a division of her fleet set a course for the unfortunate civilization, and proceeded to tear it apart.
It could be any of the lethal brigades under her commander receive for the orders, be it the executioners, cavalry reapers, assassins, or ruffian annihilators. Each was notoriously cruel in its own way, and each carried out orders with absolute loyalty. Because while the Condess could extend a single life on her whim, she could just casually cut short that of millions.
Aha! Caught red-handed, you bastard! Stop clogging up my story with your troll fanfiction this instant! Ah! Fucking wolf.
If angered, she could simply express her grievance through communing with her ancient Lucis of the deep and return its psychic devastation on her multitudes. The class hierarchy played into her hands, politically in this respect. Killing off a haphazard swath of the population, or an entire class, was suitable as a measure of last resort. But mass extermination does not lend itself well to practical governance. Its looming threat, however, is quite effective, especially while her empire was partitioned neatly into blood castes. She could use her leverage to delegate oppression to the subjugators, whose unique abilities and exceptional brutality made them natural enforcers. They, too, would delegate in their governance, exploiting the pride and loyalty of dangerous blue bloods beneath them, and so on down the human spectrum until the enslavement of the common caste was inescapable, in spite of their genetic gifts and strength in numbers. As a self-governing body, the land-dwelling portion of her empire was formidable, but her force of sea-dwellers was equally formidable, and the two were kept in check not only with the threat of psychic annihilation, but their mutual hatred and distrust. The only threat to her power was unification through uprising, a possibility made remote once she fully decentralized the race from the homeworld. She scattered all but the children throughout the galaxy after the most recent rebellion led by the Summoner. Upon doing so, she became so comfortable with her grip on power, she risked venturing deeper into space than ever before to grow her empire. But the more space she put between herself and Glubgalib, the more she risked weakening her bond with the monster. The bond she and her successor shared with it exclusively could sway and become strengthened with the younger. Perhaps she grew complacent with the threat successors posed after such a long history of killing them with ease. Heiresses upon reaching maturity were expected to challenge the contest for the throne. It was not merely expected of them by their people, but demanded by their shared lusus. I like to think of her as the pet I gave to their race, at the dawning of their species' evolution, like a sentient swarming gift. Again, it's just the sort of thing a good host does.
That was not the right door.
Fucking hell. If the lapse in her custodial bond was significant enough, it was not just political power she risked. At such a distance, she sacrificed concentration needed to curb its most dreadful psychic streak of all, the galaxy-wide extinction event called the Vast Glub. Of course, this eventuality proved a fitting reward for such a reckless expansion of her territory. She chose the worst time possible to explore further from the homeworld than she'd ever been. She was scouring the edge of the galaxy for systems to plunder when she received word from her planet's devastation by meteors. The young were being slaughtered, the mother grub was dead, the end times were upon her people. She ordered all fleets to return to Alternia, but such was her empire's expansion and interplanetary occupation, few could make an attempt to provide any meaningful defense. She instructed her helmsman to pilot the ship faster than he ever had, and he did so through extreme physical duress. He was able to leap across thousands of light years in a matter of hours. The exertion likely would have killed him, if the glub didn't kill him first. Her touch could extend life, but never restore it to her lament. In that instance, her empire was gone. Glubgalib's swan song wiped out her entire race, save the Condess and her lone heiress, leaving the empire nothing more than a galactic necropolis of floating tombs. Excuse me, I needed water. Her lone heiress. She was forced to continue her journey home on auxiliary power. Her ship now travels near the speed of light, a pale shadow of its former velocity. It would take another 612 solar sweeps after Glub to reach her destination. She should arrive any minute now. When she does, she will find nothing but ruins and dust. If she cared to look closer, she would find a city of slain exiles, a man on the moon, and a pair of black lovers locked in a deadly dance. But whether she looks or not, one thing will find her with certainty: a new employment opportunity. Are you paying attention, protege? This is where your role... Fuck. I forgot titles. Fuck, banners. Okay, not the right door. This looks like the right place. The hallway is all round and shit, just like his big stupid head. My beautiful panels, what has he done? That son of a bitch. It's going to take so many sweeps to clean this mess up. So very, very many sweeps. Now stop your pouting and listen, unless you want another helping to the backside of my... Oh, no, I seem to have forgotten my discipline broom. God damn it. He's got a bowl full of these things? He's pulling his snooty horseshit candy bowl stunts to mock my little arrows now. Excellent host, my ass. Anyway, the last of the 12 ancestors arrived a bit late. In fact, she would not cross through her portals
her board 6 centuries after her descendants had come and gone. There weren't many left to look after her, so she ended up in foster care. I remember it like it was yesterday, and for one who has as much time on his hands as I, it essentially was. Sweet because of the broom, yeah. Rah! Flip. I would raise the girl to be groomed for her calling. My lessons would emphasize obedience, mastery of the clockwork magics, and being locked in a room. As you must have gathered by now, my employer will enter this universe quite soon. I will then relinquish my custody to him, and she will serve as his handmaid for an eternity to be specified. That's right, it's the handmaid. It's not tomorrow, but it, whatever. And she will serve as a handmaid for an eternity to be specified. As you must have also gathered, she has already done so. Though her most common of blood should have let her expire in just a dozen or 2 sweeps, this curse left her very much alive. And she did not intend to stay that way. We can all English good. It's my native language, and I can English good. Technically, it still is tomorrow, so yeah, there's still the whole, it's like, I don't know. The timey-wimey bullshit. His curse is one of conditional mortality, with the desired outcome contingent on her service. When I release her, she will take her place at his side and travel through time to carry out his orders. While I am his weapon of subtlety and precision, the handmaid is strictly an apparatus of terror and suffering. We have both paved the road to his arrival, I in my way and she in hers. She will be present during every watershed moment in her civilization's development. Her recurrence in history would earn her the reputation of a demoness, more feared than even her master. A man, though dreadful, rarely makes himself seen. She stirred up class warfare and intensified bigotry in whatever era she haunted. She made sure the descendants would enter a world which prepared them well for the game, and took measures to see that they would play as they did. But once they entered and their world was in ashes, her work was nearly complete. Now, 6 centuries later, she would be given one last order to follow her before her curse was lifted. A simple recruitment job. Piss. I'm so forgetful. The short term is not good. Oh my god, how can these possibly be so delicious? Whoa, better go easy on these. Might need some for later. Stuff. The handmaid will enlist the contest, extending the same bargain once offered to her. It will be the sort involving neither negotiation nor possibility of refusal, expressed in terms plainly understood by the psychotic genocidal. The contest will serve as her new master's witch, carrying out his work in the places he cannot reach. There you are. Go ahead. Keep talking, cue ball. I've got you in the crosshairs of my broom bristles. I have got you, you pompous motherfucker. The 2 last trolls alive. Just little arrow candies. The 2 last trolls alive, blood of rust and royalty, will make each other pay for the crimes against their race. Their payment will be mutually dealt in the currency of punishment and reward at once. The contest will be rewarded with the power and immortality her new service entails, and punished by the grueling slavery for which it is synonymous. And you, young lady, are to be punished by death at the hands of your replacement, and so, too, will this be your reward. Blah, blah, F you. Tick-tock, 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 my heartbeat falls in rhythm with the clock as I draw close to my prey. I leave nothing to chance, for you see it is the most dangerous prey of all, a 4-foot-tall asshole in suspenders who won't shut up. Wait for it, Hussie. Wait for it. And so, my dear, it is the inspiring tale of your people, and why you should feel rather privileged to be in the position for which I have groomed you meticulously. Are you not grateful? Yes, surely you are, and it warms the soft, fluffy material in my chest to know this. What is it? What are you looking at over there? Ah, of course, the clock. I can see you have a good eye for a fine timepiece. Your exemplary taste is certainly owed to a quality upbringing. Perhaps you wish to know the history of the clock, and how I came to possess it. Yes, I can see the sparkle of curiosity in your eye. It's a marvellous tale, one almost as long as it is verbosely told. Where do I even begin? How short Scratch would be compared to us. Yeah, he's only 4 feet. Dong! What is this? Trip. Story time's over, windbag. Whoops, oh shit, get this fucking clock out of my way. I am one man stampede, and I've got a broom, and that peal of splintering wood you hear is the last gasp of a priceless antique disintegrating beneath the outrageous fury of my authorial hooves. Like we're on 5-1. Ugh. The last part, just the baps. I fucking love the baps. Bap, 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 bap. Oh my god, funnier. I'm only 5'7". Like, I am short by a lot of people's standards. If I have to put up with one more smug meandering interlude in my own story, I'm going to crack your head open and serve you a heaping bowl of your downy soft puppet ass. How do you like it for hospitality, Doc? I believe you find that as hosts go, I am simply the best there is. This fucking thing. Everybody is totally fed up with your condescending, self-indulgent narrative style. They all want to go back to my slightly less condescending, slightly more in self-indulgent style. 6 foot? Okay. Yeah. 5'7". Hey, 5'7". Basic throttle names. Yeah. See? Even the little girl's had enough of your shit. Run, Aradia's ancestor. Run! You have locked up your last Asian schoolgirl, you sick fuck. Oh, don't you flop around at me like that. Are you listening, little man? Girl. Spike. Suckers. Booyah? You there, girl. I guess he's just a limp, lifeless puppet when I'm around. Like a reverse Calvin and Hobbes kind of thing. That is a little disturbing. Girl, quit all this scurrying around. You can see that. That's gotta be some fucking. That's some Java shit. What the fuck? Hang on. It fucking, my crop went weird. Alright, I'm turning that off for now, because I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that. It, like, shifted to the left so far. I'll have to fix that later. Anywho. Oh well, might as well try to get that disc back. I wonder if I can just sort of reach up into and reach. Do you believe you can escape me before I arrive? Oh, that's right. Oh, is it because this is not secure? Why is this not HTTPS? Homestuck, get your shit together. How do you expect to outrun me? What the hell? Looks like he's had the disc repaired for a while already, but didn't tell us. Motherfucker just loves the sound of his own voice. Ah! When I am already here. Snop. Fuck. Ollie's outie. Snop. Oh, fuck. Okay, now it should be fine. Yeah, it's just that those pages weren't secure. Okay, Google. Look, I've been doing SEO for about a year now, professionally. Google, you need to fucking change that. Redirect to your secure pages. Put in those 301 redirects, people. Anyway. And we have, speaks the comic, he appears. No, yeah, fair. Snop. Fuck. No, you dumb. You're snaping wrong. Unsnop. There we go. Insert disc 2. Attempt rare and highly dangerous 5-time showdown combo. Go on, load, finish loading. It's like I'm waiting on an actual fucking game. There we go. I have no memory of this. Oh, I forgot about this song. Oh, shit. The art is so good. For their fan trolls. Yeah, yeah. The pap. It's so fucking rad. Look at the mediator. Shoosh. The symbolism of Solix's blood down the middle of his sign is always super cool. Oh, I didn't notice that actually. That's cool though. It's a cool touch. Shoosh. Pap. 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 Shoosh. Pap. 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 Oh. Oh, I love it. Shoosh. Honk, 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 honk. Pap. Just little paps, just little paps. Oh, I fucking love it. There it is. There's the happy. That's where it's all good. Fucking hell. And the Knight of Blood so embraced the Bard of Rage, and in each other's arms they were a quiver. And with righteous pap and blessed shoosh he did quell his brother's fury. For the knight looked upon his bard all acting up and completely losing his shit, and he resolved to calmeth his juggalo ass right the fuck down. And so calm down his juggalo ass was, and would continueth to be for all time. And the knight, in totally settling a murderous clown's ludicrous shit down proper, said, let there be more allegiance, and it was so. And between morals would flow bounteous mirth, and they did hug bumpeth plentifully, and honks of reconciliation echoed far and true into the darkness upon the face of the deep. A.H. closed home. Translate that bit. And it was good. Good shit. No, fuck this. Click the panels. Oh boy, here we go. What do we got? What do we got here? Fucking hell, okay. Carcinogenesis began trolling Garden Gnostic. The password is, see you soon. Okay, I'm going to take your lack of response as tacit verification. We're so close. I know. We can get there. Also, this pretty much has to be the last conversation we have, right? Your timeline cuts out completely in a minute or two because of the scratch. What are you looking at up there? Cascade, 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 Cascade. Are you hypnotized by the flashy shit? What the fuck? That's been going on ever since John started scratching that big goddamn record. Are you acclimated to it by now? Hello? Harley Gigas, mother of screaming fuck. Whatever, I have shit to do now. I guess I should be keeping an eye on the sky too now that I think about it. The bright green beacon should be appearing any minute, assuming you actually managed to blow up the sun. And then, well, then I guess maybe we all get to hang out? While maybe also not being in unyielding mortal peril? It's getting kind of old, frankly. Okay, well, this is a pretty crappy farewell, but I guess it'll have to do since there is some seriously show-stopping shit transpiring up there in fucking outer space. Later, Jade, I'm going to go make sure John knows what the hell he's supposed to be doing. And in case none of this works and we don't actually get to meet, I guess I should say, Since apparently my gutless future self can't express himself and never got around to saying so, thus leaving it up to me, as usual, to say that...
Oh, sorry, I was distracted.
Oh.
No, not by all the scratchy stuff in the sky. There's something coming down.
What? You're shaving foam.
It's hard to make out, but I think it might be...
What? They're all fucked up. Oh.
Shaving cream?
Oh, no. They're all broken and shit. What the hell is shaving cream?
It's like...
Carcinogenesis began a cease trolling garden Gnostic.
Hey! Karkat?
And it's got a whole bunch of fucking explosives tied to it. Foam! Dead. Oh, no. Damn it, CD. Look at him. Look at this happy fucker. He gets his head cut off, doesn't he? Fucking. Here it is. Rip. Ooh, what you say? Gotta play it on fucking... No, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, hang on. This is really anticlimactic. It's broken. Fucking... All right, we're going to YouTube then. Wait, is it still on here? Is it still on Newgrounds? That's the question. Yes, it is. Okay. We're doing this the legit way. We're doing this. We're looking at it. What crashed Newgrounds? Or one of the things that crashed Newgrounds, I should say. Fucking also crashed Mega Upload. I know, right? Because it was nice to get rid of the website. Now it's not. It's gone. I actually don't remember that. Here we go. Sounds like YouTube. Mm-hmm. Oh, the school performances? I'll have to look into that later, maybe. Oh, I fucking remember when this went live. I remember not being able to watch this for like a day. Red Miles. This part was so fucking cool. The expansion. It's so much cooler on the... It was so much cooler on the site, though. I can't escape the buttons. Watching it expand in the player was such a fucking cool moment. This crashed Emma's Paint Adventures, this crashed Newgrounds, it crashed Mega Upload. It crashed everything. Aww. What a sad murderous psychopath. It is a culture, man. It's the whole, all the memes and jokes about like being fast as a Homestuck artist or anything. Is it still a thing? AR! Oh, wow. There! This is really good. This is good music. Oh, man, I just flashback to being in my freshman dorm room and watching this. Fuck me. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool, Serena. Shit, let's see. What have been 2000? I think it's came out in 2011. At that point. 9 fucking years ago. This would be a good song. That's a good pick. That's a good pick, Serena. What are you waiting for? Draw spades. Oh. Oh, that's rad, Linda. That's super cool. All the music is great. It's all good. I've heard of your universe. I don't remember it right now, but I feel like I've heard of it. And there's the battlefield. Oh. Just leaves Dave Sprite. Dog tier Jade. Oh, I guess she doesn't leave. She just gets a bit replaced. Right? I've only ever done one cosplay. That was Gamzee. Back in 2012. John's just hanging out. Jeez, Linda. That's a lot of irons. I hate it. I know. I hate that I fucking... Once I got to Zebra Invincible, I was like, fuck. Shit. It's so good. Oh shit, it's fair actually. It's a fair analogy. Suckers. Oh shit! I don't realize mag. I don't realize this mag worked on fast error. Shit. I really might need to look into that more now. Like I was already thinking about going and starting it once I'm done with everything, but I didn't realize the mag was working on faster. I'm an idiot. Yeah, same, Linda. There it is. Fucking hell. We made it. We made it to Cascade. And I think we're gonna call it there. Oh man, I really wish it would work on the site. Fair. Because watching it fill like the sides here, like watching the player expand out was so fucking cool. Oh, this is a good place to end it. All right, well, that's a stream, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by and hanging out and watching. Hey, Minkafa. Hope we got to see that. Because, boy, howdy, we finally got to Cascade. We're maybe about halfway through now. But yeah, that's a stream, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, if you liked it, make sure you click the like button, subscribe to keep up with my stuff. New video every Monday and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Mondays are my stream VODs. Click the link in the description to take you to my Twitch channel to see times and everything. Mondays are my usual YouTube uploads. And share it with your friends. Show them that, like, you know, if they wanted to start Homestuck, but it was too daunting or too intimidating to read through it, show them this. And have my little interjections thrown out there. And comment, what was your favorite part? I have a feeling everyone's favorite part is going to be Cascade, but, you know. I feel like it's entire span of 13 minutes. That's fair. Act 6. Act 6. You're welcome, though. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys are enjoying it, because I'm enjoying the fuck out of this, and I like sharing with you guys and everything. Everyone have a good week. Thank you, Lexi. I hope you have a good one as well. And, yeah, hope you have a good one. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Drink water. All that stuff. Anyway. Later, everybody.